first thing I got to ask you,
Yes.
you tired? It's a couple West Coast late night
my
games.
goodness, man. Back-to-back nights.
I'm like feeling it today. Like we're old and washed-ish right now.
Yes,
Yeah,
very.
yeah, and I meant you by we. Yeah.
I thought now that the Warriors suck again, I wouldn't have to stay up late, but no.
The Lakers and Clips are good, and the Raptors.
Yes.
Raptors showed they were too, and we're gonna get into some of that. Let's start though with the Kawhi game in itself. They obviously lose the game. It wasn't really about that in a lot of ways. It was about the feelings. What did seeing Kawhi play again against the Raptors and in and around them on the same court make you feel?
Well, first of all, I rate Fred VanVleet, who said, no, we're not into moral victories. Like, we've played well against him, but he still got the dub. But it made me believe, it made me feel that they're going to be okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. And not only are they good without Kawhi, they were good against Kawhi defensively on back-to-back nights. LeBron James, Kawhi Leonard, two guys who physically can take over games. They held them to a combined 25 points.
Yeah.
And the job they did specifically on Kawhi, when you look at the year he was having, a load-managed year, which let us know in the comments how you feel about that. But look at the year he was having when he was playing, and then you look at what they did, sending him bodies after bodies after bodies.
Yeah.
Men lie, women lie, numbers
Don't lie.
They did a great job against him defensively, and I love that Kawhi said post-game that was the most aggressive in their coverages. He has seen them.
They didn't even do that when he was there.
Correct.
When he was on the Raptors as the best defensive player in the league, they were not that aggressive with their defense. And look at the numbs, they speak for themselves. The question was, and I don't mean to cut you off, it's just, I barely get a time to speak when you're here these days. It's what did seeing Kawhi play against the Raptors make you feel? And I haven't felt this way up until this point. It made me kind of feel sad. Kind of make me feel sad. And I was never Kawhi, how dare you leave? Because I'm happy the guy is going to do what he wants and go on with your players, make your choice. Just made me feel like this team, this Raptors team with Kawhi Leonard on it, would have been so damn good again. The East, there's so many questions. There wouldn't have been if the Raptors had Kawhi Leonard on that team. It would have been a clear-cut favorite in the Eastern Conference. Still amongst the best teams in the East, and we'll talk about that in a hot second. But it made me feel sad in a way that I don't think I felt in the build-up to that game.
Can I say I've also felt sad, but for Kawhi?
He's happy. I think he's happy.
I'm sure he is. And listen, he went home, and I rate that. In your own building, when your heir apparent, Pascal Siakam, is getting MVP chance.
Yeah.
That's the love that he's not getting from Clippers fans, because they don't exist.
So what made the performance against the Clippers and, of course, the performance against the Lakers so damn impressive was the fact that the Raptors were super shorthanded. Even before the Lakers game on Sunday, Serge Ibaka, Kyle Lowry, both injured. That happened in the Pelicans game, the game before, and then add an OG injury early in the Clippers game, and you're without three pretty big rotation pieces. But a bench has emerged. And a week ago, we were talking about how little of a bench Nick Nurse had. Now we're talking about, hey man, there's some depth here. So how do you think the Raptors fare through these injuries?
It wasn't just that they had three rotation guys injured early in the year, a team where we weren't sure about the depth. Three rotation guys in Lowry, Ibaka, and OG, who were all having career years.
Yep.
And the fact that a bunch of guys who we weren't sure could even play at this level, some of which were undrafted, we're not just playing for the Raptors, we're starting the fourth quarter against two of the best teams in the league. It was Siakam in the bench, and I love the fact that they gave energy and effort all night.
One thing I loved about the Lakers game, in the fourth quarter, the Raptors were playing three guys that were undrafted, Fred VanVleet, Terrence Davis, and Chris Boucher, a 27th pick in Pascal Siakam, and Rondé Bleepin Hollis Jefferson, who was playing really his first significant minutes of the season. And they kind of dominated with LeBron and AD on the floor, which was so impressive to me, and it speaks volumes to Nick Nurse as a coach. And I figured if the Raptors didn't have enough depth, maybe Nick Nurse himself could step on the court. And I don't know if you saw this video that came out over the last week. My guy fade away, hit him with the fadeaway. Hit him with the fadeaway. Nick Nurse might get
one-leg Dirk.
Yeah, might get a little 10-day for himself. I think he's rocking some Jordan 11s there too. So Nick Nurse styling and profiling.
He's got his own commercial. He's got some J11s. Plus, he's got his own hat. I think we need to give him some respect.
Of course we do.
His name should be
in
Coach of the Year, because not only did he play those young guys, they went on a 17-7 run to start the fourth. The guy who came in for Matt Thomas, also undrafted, Fred VanVleet. So not only do we rate Nick Nurse 905, and what they've done to develop those guys is why they're in this position with so much depth.
And this is why I felt, as we go into our last headline here, the Raptors were being slept on this offseason. We talked about it in their first show, and again, people were laughing at me for saying the Raptors are a top 3 team in the Eastern Conference. I felt as if Pascal Siakam showed enough without Kawhi last year, 24 points a game in the 22 games Kawhi didn't play, to warrant number 1 options without the scrutiny that came with, oh, will he get there, will he get there? Were the Raptors slept on this offseason? Because I feel like you were one of the people that kind of napping.
Yeah, listen, guilty as charged.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't think Pascal Siakam was going to go from most improved player to, once again, most improved player. But because he's now gone from 100 to 1 in MVP odds to 40 to 1. And I think it's going to go even more in that direction. So yeah, I'm guilty as charged. It's a credit to them because you're not supposed to be able to lose Danny Green, lose Kawhi Leonard, and still play at such a high level.
I laughed at the people who had teams like Orlando, Detroit, over the Raptors. What did they do to suggest they'd be better than a team that lost Kawhi Leonard but still had a championship core, a championship coach, and Masai Bleepin Ujiri, right? Like what? The answer was nothing, right? And so this Raptors team, with a 5-time All-Star still running point at Kyle Lowry.
Oh, give me that block.
Oh my God, the block was amazing, and we'll see that again too. That we're going to, I don't even know what I was saying. The block was so damn nice. But again, what I mean is the depth on that team is why that shouldn't have been slept on. The coaching, the management around this team is why they shouldn't have been slept on. They won a lot of games without Kawhi last year. That gave them enough credibility, even in a small sample size, to suggest that they were going to be good, and now they're proving it.
I apologize for sleeping on you. Please stop commenting saying I'm a hater. I apologize.